beginning of the end. Get everything set up. If you guys don't know me, my name is I underscore clamps underscore I, and I will be showing you the journey of Ribby. Ribby was born 1st 1994. He's been through a lot of ups and downs. He's been in high school for almost 8 years now.
Select the team you want to join.
He's 26. He once told me that he would be the greatest of all time. And I believe him, man. We need it. He's a quarterback. Obviously, he dominated in the league because, you know, he's playing against, you know, a whole bunch of 18-year-olds as a 26-year-old man. You know, Ribby is a strong arm quarterback. Obviously, he's a top pick. He's 26, playing against 20-year-olds. He has grown man strength. Ribby, his last name is Hungry because, you know, always hungry. There's never a time where he's not hungry. How you spell hungry? Yeah, Ribby. You spell hungry. Hungry, right? Hungry. Hungry. Yeah, I'm right. Yeah, I know. Stop playing with me. Ribby's favorite number is... Ribby's favorite number, you know, has to be this number. He's right-handed. Ribby went to Boston University. I guess, do they not have Boston University? Alright, closest thing is Boston College, so we'll just put it like that. Ribby is a 5'7" 336-pound 26-year-old skin tone. This is interesting. Ribby's like this skin tone. You know, Ribby's hungry, so you gotta have that gut. Got a nice round ass. Ribby got them big calves. Nah, Ribby's 5'8", right? Yeah, he's like 5'8". I think this is more of the Ribby. Nah, that's not Ribby. This is Ribby, right? This was Ribby, his when he was 20 years old. Ah, good old days. This is Ribby, his black hair. He has no beard because, you know, he's a bitch. How do I put on no beard? Let's just do that. Ribby has brown eyes. Nice. Cute. Brown eyes. Equipment. In high school, Ribby. Okay, the reason I chose the Browns is because one practice in high school, Ribby needed to take a shit. Right, it was like halfway through practice, needed to take a shit, so he took his jersey after he took a shit in the bushes by the practice field, and he wiped his ass with it. So that's why I chose the Browns. And he wore it at Riddell Revolution, you know. No visor, no visor. Clear. Wait. No visor. Pad size has to be the biggest. Come on now. This is I'm telling you guys, this is exactly how Ribby looked. Ribby didn't have all the extra stuff. He was a pretty generic player, you know. Well, one thing you didn't know about Ribby is he'd one day be the greatest. It was on this bitch. No one?
Installing your game plan.
Gotta chill. We're gonna start our season, man.
This is your development trait. Superstar.
Ribby deserves all these extra abilities. Bulldozer, because he, you know, it's Ribby. You know, like, what's more to be said? Ribby's gonna play his first game, see how it goes. Another story about Ribby. He was nicknamed Woman Beater because he threw hands with not one, not two, but three different girls when he was in high school. Mind you, these girls are all underage. So I don't know what went through his head, but he said to himself, these girls are disrespecting me and my gangsta, so I'm gonna throw hands. So that was the start of the Ribby, the 5'7", 336-pound quarterback. Yes, sir, Ribby. Good throw, man. Good throw, Ribby. Wait, who is that? Wait, what did you just say? Yo, who's that? Yes, sir, Ribby. Yes, Ribby, yes. Good throw, Ribby. Good throw. You know, when Ribby was in high school, before all the fights, before all the fighting all the girls, what's up, Xavier? Before fighting all the girls when he was in high school, Ribby was a 5-star D1 athlete, but you know, unfortunately, those 3 incidents with the girls, let's just call them incidents, don't want to say they actually happened, they allegedly happened, you know, before those 3 incidents, you know, Ribby was a 5-star D1 athlete. He was committed to Clemson, but you know, unfortunately, he couldn't keep his grades up, couldn't stay out of trouble, you know, so now Ribby's here in the league. on the Browns. I don't know why I can't see my yo. Hey yo, not yo, yo. Yeah, I think Ruby lagged the game. I'm being booted offline. And yeah, I'm gonna take you guys through every game of Ribby's first season. Look at that dime. Look at that dime,
Anyone
Ribby.
still online?
Yes, they can. Yo, whoever's in the party talk, so Xander can hear you. I think it's just Latif Xavier. Anyway, he was a 5-star athlete going to Clemson, committed. Like crazy, right? Clemson didn't offer 5'8" people scholarships, but they gave one to Ribby. Like, isn't that crazy? He was gonna start over Trevor Lawrence this year. You know, but unfortunately, couldn't stay out of trouble. Couldn't keep his grades up. You know, it's just how she goes, man. Oh, let me tell you guys a story. This dude, Ribby, right? This is where he got the Ribby has many nicknames. He claims his real name is Richie Pierre. He's Haitian, like he's a Zo. Claims his name is Richie Pierre, right? It's not Richie Pierre, his name is Ribby. Richie is just one of his nicknames. But Ribby got this nickname, Richie Ghost. You wanna know how? Let me tell you how. Richie, after a football game, after one of his games, he's walking home, you know, because he was like the popular loner. So he was walking home, and he was walking behind these group of 6th graders. Mind you, Richie's 20 years old as a sophomore in high school, right? Walking behind this group of 6th graders. Richie decides, no, he's walking in front of them. He decides to go into the bushes and wait for them to come by. This is how he got the name Richie Ghost, right? He decides to hop out the bushes and grab 2 of them and run to his house. Mind you, he's a D1 athlete. He's fast, so they couldn't catch him. Runs to his house and puts them in his basement, never to be seen again. Allegedly puts them in his basement. Mind you, allegedly. So those girls are never seen again. Allegedly, Richie has them. Allegedly. So after that, that's where he got the name Richie Ghost, because someone said he did that. Ooh, look, yes sir, Richie. Yes sir, Ribby. It is said that Richie the legend, Ribby the legend has over 1,000 kids in his basement, and he does not feed them. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you're gonna take someone's kid, at least feed it. Like, whew. Oh, Richie also had a kid at the age of 14. At the age of 14, he had over 50 D1 offers. So I guess the girl just like put a hole in the condom, and then he just, you know, pulled a Ribby. He did his thing and she got pregnant, and now here we are. But you know, classic Ribby. Classic Ribby. Look at him. The ghost himself. Mind you, I'm not controlling this player. It's playing on its own. I'm just talking over it, you know? This dude, oh shit, this dude Ribby. I'm gonna save some of my stories for later, cause, you know, Ribby. The life of Ribby. Oh, one time, Ribby was This was when Ribby was about 16, 17. He was hanging out with a third grader named Skits, or some may call him Elijah, right? But his real name is Skits, or Artard. One of those, you know. He was at this third grader's pool. Ribby decides, oh, even though Ribby can't swim, he decides, okay, let me get in the pool without knowing how to swim and tell them that I can swim. Ribby gets in the pool in the deep end, starts drowning, and pulls the third grader underwater. I'm not gonna say any more, but you can just assume what happened to the third grader. You can just assume. Ribby. Now Ribby's in the big leagues, throwing to superstars like Odell Beckham Jr. You know? Yo, I'm gonna show you guys what Ribby can do with the wheels though. Hold up. Now I'm gonna show you guys this cannon. Look at that cannon. Yeah, this dude is trash. God damn it. Thought you had it in you, Ribby. This dude Skits is alive to this day, but his friend didn't make it. Alex Perez, kid had so much potential. Don't know where he is today. Assuming he's dead, he was never heard of after Ribby put him underwater. Oh, they subbed Ribby out. Look at what the yo. If Ribby doesn't come back in the game, nigga. Got a belly, but I just might Uber today. You know, Ribby, there's a lot to say about this dude, Ribby. Ribby once got caught wanking at a party. With a whole bunch of, this was when he was a senior, whole bunch of 7th graders. So these girls are 12 years old, these boys are 12 years old. Ribby is about around 23 at the time, 24. Got caught wanking, if you know what I mean. If you don't know what wanking means, look it up, man. But he got caught wanking. Browns are trash, to be honest. Niggas can't catch. Caught wanking at a party with a whole bunch of little girls. Look at Ribby, man. Stop in the, oh shit. Like this dude, Ribby, I couldn't, when I heard, I could not believe it. I had to stop being friends with him, man. I don't think Ribby needs to be, this is 3rd pick. I think he needs to be fired. Well, this is the first part of the Ribby story. Every night I will be coming online to tell you another Ribby story, okay? See you later.